Yeah, student will start with sorting an array as we learned in the last session, an ascending order. Okay, the option only the changes is the condition. Even we can do it for descending order. Let's have the look on it how we can make out some of the program in arrays. Let's start with declaration. Enter the size. Okay, define int n comma add I comma j. So cin n. So this is the n. Now similarly I can start with enter the array element. Enter the array element. Here we using that for loop, as we know that for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. So cin a of I. So this is your taken the array elements. Next we'll start with sorting. Same way we know it like outer loop and inner loop. So that I started with the outer loop as a j equal to 0, j less than n, j plus plus. This is the outer loop, and start with the inner loop. So I should be less than n minus 1, I plus plus. So here I am checking that condition if a of I less than a of, so a of I plus 1. So here there is a body. I am swapping that variable, so I am using one temporary variable, so that is equal to a of I. Okay, so then a of I equal to a of I plus 1. So a of I plus 1 is equal to 10. So this is swapped. After the swap, this is the loop body. So what we do it, we need to print the sorted elements. So like I can give the statement the sorted array element or Okay, so here I'll given the statement. So again I need to use the for loop. So I'm using that same thing. So instead of here scene, I'm using cout statement. Fi endl for the next new line. Okay, let me save this, compile the program. So I'm not defined it array here. Let me define the array with size n. Okay. So let me save it here. Compile and run the program. As the size, enter the array elements. So now it is the sorted array elements are in descending order. So you will see that the sorted element are that is in the descending order. So likewise one more we can do it the program. Let me start with the new one. What we're going to do is I'll take the same concept, the array elements. Here I using to find count the even numbers. So here same thing, I'm taken the array element. Now I'll initialize the count. Let me make it as e count here is equal to 0, initializing it. Okay. So the next I'll take the for loop, same thing. Here there is a body. I need to check if whatever a of I, okay, the remainder I need to check the element, that remainder a of I, that remainder is equal to 0, then the condition is simple. Here that number I am divide by 2, I'll check the remainder. If it is equal to 0, then that is an even number. So then I'll make in that e count plus plus. Okay, so until condition loops finds, we have the result in e count. Just I'm displaying that number of even number, the count of instead of number of number, I don't want it. So let's say count of even number. which is at ECN. End with this. Okay, so it is return 0. So let's save this. Let me run this program. Okay, so now enter the size same way. So only the even number is 4, so count is only 1. Let's do it for one more time. So size I am taken as 6. Enter the array elements. So here the count of even numbers are 3. We have 12, 88 and 98. So likewise we can make the count of even numbers. Okay. Similarly we can make for odd count. So the same thing I can modify the program. Odd count is equal to 0. Okay, if that remainder whichever it is equal to 0, that is even, else I can check to odd count. Okay, so here even number, this is odd number. The variable we have that is OCNT. Okay, let me run the program. Enter the size. So count of even numbers are 2, count of odd numbers are 3. Okay, so this is how we can okay, let me display neatly of it. After this I can use endl. Enter the size. The count of even numbers are 3, count of odd numbers are 2, 12, 34 and 78 are the even numbers, and 35 and 67 are odd numbers. So likewise we can find out the number of even numbers and odd number. So one more here in the sorting I need to mention that each passes have n-1 exchanges. So similarly I can do that in every pass the j also has to be decremented. So now the exchange every passes is reducing according to the number of passes. Okay, let me run this here. Okay, so run the program. So 45, 26, 23, 12, 6. Here, uh, the process, it is taken as 12.87 second for the 5 element. Okay, let me have the same number, let me have this 5 number only. Okay, so I don't want this j, what probably how many times it will taken. It takes more time to be taking for each exchange. Okay, let me run this 5 element. Some 12.92 seconds the process time, but it takes more time here because the exchanges are increases. Okay, within this, the sum of seconds are increases. So let's see that. Okay, so probably according to the practical, it is the number of exchanges are reduces for each pass if I am going to use n minus j minus 1. Okay, so this is the modification we can do in the bubble sort.